Good evening, viewers. It's Eric Moswati here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Eric Moswati. And today I'm in my farm. I wanted to show you something. And maybe before I go to the something that I wanted to show you, I wanted to give you an update of this banana. This is a banana that I showed you last time that I planted. And I thank God that, as you can be able to see, it has now opened up. There's one leaf which is completely open, and there's another one here which is about to, and the progress is okay. And you can be able to see from down here that I put some manure here, so that this manure is going to prevent excessive loss of water as a result of evaporation, because at the moment the rains have gone down. Now the waters that I usually use by irrigating it using this pipe, but today there is no water in the pipe that I showed you the other time in my previous video, that I used this one to irrigate this banana. And as you can be able to see, that there's no water today. However, this banana, with the water that I had already used to or had irrigated, the banana plant is coming up very well, and I know soon and very soon I'm going to enjoy, because this is now the beauty of farming. This is now the beauty of nature, that you can be able to see something starting as a very simple thing, but eventually after some time you can be able to get a very nice plant at the end of the day. And kindly let us continue to follow up on this particular plant, and I know finally it's going to produce, and you are going to be here and see the fruits of this particular banana. So today in my farm I had something to show you, and today I wanted to show you of a pumpkin or a squash. In another name they call it squash, but now this we are used to calling it pumpkin, and in my own language or tribe we call it omuongo. I don't know if I pronounced it well, but we call it omuongo, and in Kiswahili they call it malenge. That is the simplest way of calling it. And here I have got something. If you can be able to see, if you can be able to bring it closer, you can be able to see this. It is called calabash. In my tribe they call it ekerandi. And then in Kiswahili they call it kibuyu, kibuyu cha maziwa. And then in the locality where I live they call it sotet. So this one, the way it is, as you can be able to see, it is decorated. There is animal skin here which was used to decorate it. There are some beads here. There's a red, white, yellow beads, black, and also it has got a lid which is used to close it, and this lid is made out of animal skin. During the older times, the grandmas were very good at making this one, and it's so beautiful. And here it has got also, although it got damaged, that this was used to hang. It can be used to hang on top of a kitchen somewhere, a hook somewhere around the kitchen, so that they keep there the milk. How was it prepared? I think this one, from my own assessment, it comes from the family of pumpkins. The reason I'm saying that is that the plants which produce this kind of sotet or gourd, the leaves are similar to the ones which are used to get, or the pumpkin plants, as you can be able to see here. And for my case, I don't have the plant for this one. How I wish I could have gotten it so that I can be able to show you, but I have got the pumpkin one. And in my case, my pumpkin here, it is getting old. The reason why is that it has already produced, and now they are the second fruitation, and that's why you find that there are some leaves which have already dried up, and others are just starting to open up. So you find that now these leaves, they really helped to produce food for this pumpkin during the first fruitation. But this one now, it is for the second fruitation. And I'm going to show you around so that you can be able to see the kind of pumpkins which are here. If you can come closer so that you can be able to see, come closer so that you can be able to see the pumpkin. For example, you have got a pumpkin here. This is a pumpkin here, a very big one for that matter. It's a pumpkin and it's not ready already, and for you to know, you just use your fingers to press it. If you feel that it is hard, then it shows that that particular pumpkin is mature enough to be used. Away from that, there's another pumpkin here. There are several pumpkins. There's another one here, even bigger, more bigger than that, the other one. There's another pumpkin here. Yeah, you can be able to see, and it is getting fruitation. And if you can be able to get the stem, it's very hard, and it's also very it's starting to become yellowish, meaning that in the next few weeks it's going to mature enough so that it can be used as food. Now, when you're talking about these pumpkin leaves, the case of these pumpkin leaves, when you're talking about these pumpkin leaves, as much as they help the plant to produce its own food, they are also food. They are a delicacy. How do you get it? For example, this one, maybe I can be able to get a bigger one, like this one. If I get this one, you find that now this part is somehow hairy, and it breaks in a way. It breaks in a way. So you hold like this, and then you press, or you pull like that, and as you see, as I have pulled, and this one is the hairy part, which makes it uncomfortable for somebody to eat. And then you hold another one, then you can be able to pull like that. It goes like that. This was a traditional way of pulling it from this one so that it can be ready. Another one, and as I am pulling, I am pulling the airy part, which sometimes it's uncomfortable to the throat as you take it down. Then after finishing, you can be able to wash it to make it clean, so that you can be able to cut it into small pieces. Then after cutting into small pieces, you just boil it for a few minutes. Then you can be able to use other things like the onions, like the tomatoes, so that you can be able to fry it, and it is food. And this one is very nutritious. Away from this being nutritious, also this one, the pumpkin, is very nutritious because pumpkin is known to have a lot of vitamin A. That pumpkin has got a lot of vitamin A, and away from that, that pumpkin is one of the best. What I can be able to say is that it helps to remove a lot of toxics in our body, and these toxics are the ones which cause cancer at the end of the day, that they are cancerous in nature. So this pumpkin helps. When you find that it is among the foods in our diet, it helps to reduce the chances of cancer in our body. Away from that, pumpkin, more especially to the kids, it helps to prevent constipation in kids. When you find that sometimes the kids, when they want to ease themselves, their waist is hard in a way, you find that now this particular pumpkin, when it is cooked well, it helps to make it to be light, and can be able to be soft, so that it can be able to come out nicely and without a lot of strain. So it is a very, 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 very important crop that we can be able to have in our farms. Away from that, there's also another question which usually comes, that is pumpkin a fruit or it is a vegetable? Is pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable? That it is a debate, and maybe from my own assessment, I can be able to say that pumpkin is a fruit. The reason why I say that is that during the process of it maturing up, you find that there is a flowering process. And when there's this flowering process, it makes it to now become a fruit rather than a vegetable. Why am I saying that? For example, there is a flower here. Maybe I can be able to pull it, because at the end of the day, this now is not going to produce enough. There's a flower here. That this flower, inside this flower, there, I think there's the stigma inside there. There's the stigma inside there, and I can be able to see that there's the stamen, the filament. I can be able to see that there are also some pollen, yellow pollen grains. So when it is fertilized, it is when that particular pumpkin, now the pumpkin starts from around here, and when it's mature enough, it becomes as big as you can be able to see it here. So away from pumpkin, maybe I finish on this one. When you talk about this gourd, how was it used? This gourd, this calabash, I can be able to say this, it's gourd or kibuyu. It was used in the storage of milk. That for the older people or the older generation, they used this particular equipment to keep and store milk. And how were they preparing it? That inside this particular calabash, or inside this gourd, you find that there were some seeds. So they could be able to use a stick. They could be able to use a stick, maybe a straw, that they could be able to insert this particular stick and then try to do it that way, so that those seeds could be able to come out. They try to shake it so that those seeds could be able to come out. They continue the same way until everything is out of this particular gourd. After getting it out of this gourd, different communities used different methods so that they can be able to put milk inside here. How? That, for example, among the Kalenjin community, what they used to do is that they could be able to use some ash from some trees, kind of trees. And after using those ash, they could make it to be very fine. After making it to be fine, they could insert here and try to press, so that it's like they smear inside of this particular gourd. They smear it so that it can be able to become black. That ash was not just any other ash. That ash was very important because it helped. It was like an important component. It was for medicinal value, and they could be able to put it inside there so that it can be able to mix with milk, because this milk used to stay here for more than 2 or 3 days. Then when it has mixed with those ashes, it could be able to come out with the nutrients, and those nutrients could mix with that milk, so that when somebody takes that milk, as much as he is getting the nutritional value, also he is getting the medicinal part of it. Other people could be able just to cut like this one and put milk inside there. They could use even the maize cob, and use it as a lead. But in this case, because this one was prepared among the Kalenjin community, they have used the animal skin so that it can be able to become a lid, and it can be able to close it tightly for some days so that it can be used at the end of the day. Here in Kenya, we are known to be the best athletes as far as long distance is concerned, and that's why we have got at the moment we have got the person with the record, the world record in marathon is called Kiptum. So this Kiptum, they believe that, and others like the one for Ineos, Ineos 159 Kipchoge Keino. They believe that it is from this particular gourd that they got milk which energized them so that they can be able to run the fastest and over long distance, that's around 42 kilometers, to emerge victorious as far as the marathon is concerned. And we thank God for the blessings of giving us such like things which are found in our environment. This is not by human creation, it's just God's creation. However, the human has decided to innovate something out of it, and it's really helping us. So these are some of the beauties that we have in our environment, and I encourage you, kindly let us try to continue to take care of our environment as we go on and on and on, so that at the end of the day we have got a better pollution-free environment, which is going to be used for this generation and generation to come. So kindly viewers, until next time, let us continue to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm so happy that we are at 700 plus subscribers at this moment, and I know we are going somewhere. And my YouTube channel is almost around 1.5 months old, and I thank God that you have really stood with me. Thanks for the encouragement. Thanks for those people who are sharing my YouTube channel. Thanks for those people who are commenting and trying to give me encouragement. And those encouragement are the ones which are making me to push again and again. And I know that within the environment that we are, the little things that we have, if we continue to share, I know finally everything is going to be okay. And also here in my farm, we have got, like for example, I've got my chicks, very small chicks. They were just very small the other day, but now they are very big. They can be able to get food for themselves. And in the next few days, maybe they are going to be full chicken. There are some kales around here. There's a sugar cane that I had planted, and it's coming up well. And you can be able to see here the banana that I showed. If you can be able to go back to the videos that I showed, it was just a very small banana the other day, but at the moment it's a very big banana. There's the managu that I showed you here. We have already started to pluck it so that I can be able to eat, and I know everything is okay as far as vegetables, not vegetation actually, but vegetables, as far as vegetables is concerned here. There's another banana that I planted there, and another one that I planted there, and this one I got it from the last time that I visited to my home county in Nyamira County, and I can be able to see that it has started to shoot, meaning that everything is now becoming okay. There's also another vegetable here. This is the spinach. Spinach is also very important, and spinach does not have a lot of acids, and it's important in the diet. So when you get a little bit of kales or sukuma wiki here in Kenya, the way we call it, and you mix it with spinach, it becomes a very delicious and acid-free food. Viewers, for now, it's a bye-bye from me, and kindly let us continue to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I know the sky is the limit. We are going to be there soon.